first question for both of you is, you both are still undefeated in teams. How do you constantly keep your mind focused when you are always expected to win?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we haven't played together in a month, and coming up into this final, we had been playing teams who we were the first aggressors, and then this team came out and they were kind of the first aggressors, so I think that kind of took a shift, but we have played together so much that it was very easy for us to kind of adjust and then get used to that, because we've seen so many different matchups together playing as a team. I've known Catherine for so long. I saw her playing with my mom. We were just talking about it earlier, like a couple years ago, so just seeing them play together and then us playing together, we just kind of know each other's every move.
Yeah, and Catherine, you mentioned before this interview started that they were lobbing you and it was kind of in the sun. How hard were those lobs on you?
Yeah, I mean, it was directly in the sun. I mean, they lobbed me maybe 3 times. They were pretty good. The 4th time, I think I was able to put a paddle on it. I heard Annalie and I was like, no, I'm not letting that one pass my head. So I just jumped and I hit it and I was happy about that one. But they were doing a good job using the sun, for sure, against us.
Yeah, and AL, you know how Anna plays and she knows how you play. Did you use any of your prior knowledge to come up with a game plan today?
I think we were, and then when they started coming back, I feel like she was kind of reading my stuff and I like totally forgot about her stuff for a second. And then going into that 3rd game, I feel like we just were like, all right, Annalie, like stick to the game plan, remember like what we were trying to do. And I was telling Catherine, I don't think she needed it, but I was just telling myself the strategy like repeatedly. I'd say the sentence, say it again, say the sentence, say it again. Because like when I get in the match, I think I was just like over trying. I was like trying to do too much, and instead of just playing the game plan that we know works.
Yeah, I feel like almost playing too hard, too creatively can kind of be bad.
Definitely what I was doing, and Catherine was helping me a lot with that.
No, you were helping me too. Middle, yeah.
So you guys were pushed into 4 games, losing in the 2nd. What do you think the main problem was in game 2, and how did you fix it moving forward? Was it kind of that creativeness or not slowing down enough?
I felt like we were actually playing their strength instead of their weaknesses. We went away from the game plan. Tina and Leigh were talking about something on the bench, and I think we were going out there and doing the opposite.
We also started slow. I feel like we went down like super quick,
Yes.
like 4-1 or something like that. So that kind of hurt us. And then after that, we were just like she said, playing to their strengths the whole game. And then they kind of were like, "What are you guys doing?" Like when we got over to the bench.
And I know this is not new for both of you, but you now have to transition into being opponents in women's singles. So how do you keep a great team chemistry when knowing you're going to have to play against each other later in the day?
We've just played against each other so many times.
I know.
It's like...
I mean, I know it's going to be a fair match. It's going to be fun. No matter what, we're still going to be friends after. You know, it's business on court, so we're just going to
Yeah, I just think we go in knowing that the other one is really good and it's going to be a really good match, and we don't underestimate each other. So I feel like that's kind of what whatever happens, happens. But it's really hot today, so I think there might be a lot of long points. Catherine likes to get every single ball back sometimes, so hopefully I can finish some points, and hopefully we can have a good match for everybody.
Yeah, and Megan and Anna had never played together before, and Megan, we haven't seen her since Rec Rock in a final. So how are you going into that, knowing that you haven't really seen her in a while?
I think one of the main strategy when it's like a new partnership is to go maybe more middle to see if they're confused. And I just felt like we did that pretty well. Would you say anything else?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, that's a little tough when 2 people are super aggressive and they've never played together, because you kind of have to learn their team patterns. And I felt like in the beginning of the first game, we were kind of being the first aggressor, and then they started being the first aggressor, and we weren't used to their patterns. And then when we kind of figured out, okay, when this person speeds up here, they're sitting here, so we got to go here, type thing, that's kind of when it switched for us.
Yeah, and AL, I asked you this question previously, but Catherine, you're constantly in the pickleball limelight. What is a hobby or something you like to do when you're not playing pickleball?
Spend time with family. I would say watch movies, read, just do anything that's not related to pickleball. Any other sports, I love it.
That's kind of what AL said as well. Do you guys have a favorite sport other than pickleball?
Soccer.
Tennis. I haven't played tennis in a while, but I love watching sports on TV. So sometimes I don't even have to play, just watch tennis. US Open coming up, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, I get nervous even when I watch a team, like a sport, and I don't really care who wins. I'm still nervous for them because I know how it feels to be out there. So I get like super nervous. I gotta be drinking water and like eating something while I watch.
Yeah. Do you think playing soccer before this, I know you mentioned that it helps your stamina and playing so many games. Do you think, like, even in this heat, do you think the soccer has helped you?
Yes and no. I mean, it's been a little while since I played, so I feel like I've had to keep that stamina by doing other stuff in the gym. It will go away, you know, if you stop doing the stuff for it, but definitely the footwork helps me to minimize not just running around the court kind of aimlessly. And I've learned in singles that there's some balls you just don't need to go for and don't need to run for. And I think I utilize that a lot, especially in like the earlier rounds, to kind of keep my stamina going. But it's really hot out here. I've played 2 matches, Catherine's played 1, so I'm sure you'll be seeing us maybe even taking some time out just to get some water. So.